for the Knicks, they're in a good spot. Looking to generate some momentum heading into the playoffs. I don't see them resting anyone. They want to finish strong.
And a look at the starters for San Antonio. Fox and Castle are their guards. Then there's Devin Vassell. Then there's Wembanyama. And it's Champagnie in at the 4. And for New York, they've got Towns. Bridges out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's Anunoby in at the small forward. And it's San Antonio to start out. Tonight, and I'm looking forward to this great, we're going to see the speed and the skill of NBA guards. 2 of the league's best going head-to-head.
And when I think basketball, I envision guards pushing the tempo, taking threes. The modern NBA has a lot of talent. The pace has never been higher.
Now, here's Hart. In the game against Boston, very impressive. Shot clock at 3. Here's Towns. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Look, we know Towns has a tremendous jumper, but come on. He's 7 feet. Towns has to look to score inside.
Here's Champagnie. Wembanyama outside. Three-pointer, Fox. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for New York. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
And the difference in that one, the efficiency from range. They really focused on getting good looks.
And they were just draining it from outside. A great team shooting performance.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Wembanyama, a screen on Brunson. And Fox gets it to go.
Well, you must take Fox seriously from range because he won't question these looks.
Outside, Towns. Launches a 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Towns has got his second basket of the night.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside. Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Anunoby outside. Brunson outside. Here's Towns. That falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson. Towns has got his third basket of the night.
Wow, look at the soft touch from Towns. Great execution there from the mid-range.
Wembanyama, a screen. Three-pointer, Fox. It's rebounded by New York. And the speed of De'Aaron Fox. Wow. G.A., he gets up the court in a hurry.
And you combine his water bug quickness with the towering size of Wembanyama. It's a 1-2 punch that promises to confound opponents for years to come.
Well, this offense is off to an outstanding start. They're communicating, executing, and finding great shots.
Here's Champagnie. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Here's Wembanyama for 3. Rebounded by Hart.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Here's Towns. Back to Anunoby. Fox against Brunson. Fires the 3. And the 3 ball is good.
Impressive start here. That's 5 straight makes to start the game.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Fox from outside. It's rebounded by Anunoby.
Well, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
Pass to Bridges. New York moving the ball around. Six to shoot. Hart with the screen for Bridges. Towns for 3. Kept alive. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for the Spurs. 7-point differential. Castle against Bridges. to halt the run. Here's Wembanyama, and the layup is good.
Yeah, you have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on him.
New York leading by 5. Brunson with a clean look. Off target from outside.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And that one drops for him. Fox has got 5 points so far.
Well, when Fox gets to the rim, he's about as good as they come at finishing what he starts.
Now here's Towns. He's got 9. Bridges for 3. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Pass to Wembanyama. Over Brunson. And there's Wembanyama on the assist by Fox.
Showing he's more than just an interior threat. Wembanyama also possesses that reliable jump shot.
Shot from 12. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
Pass to Vassell. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. The Knicks leading by 3. And here is Hart. Now Towns. Over Wembanyama. Towns, no luck.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
Outside for Wembanyama. Left side Fox. Back to Wembanyama. Stolen by Brunson. Here's Anunoby. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Powerful move by Anunoby inside. He really attacks when he's in close like that.
Pass to Castle. Now Vassell. It's Fox atop the key. Pocket 6. The basket is good. That's his 6th attempt and his 3rd make.
Tricky shot by Fox right there. That floater is nearly impossible to defend.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Earlier, I spoke with Mike Brown. He talked about how difficult it is to match up against Victor Wembanyama. Coach said the biggest concern is Wemby's defense. His rim protection is game-changing. But he told me that it doesn't mean settling for outside shots. It means ball movement and spacing the floor will be key. Guys, back to you.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. Now here's Brunson. He had a big outing in that Celtics game as well. Pass to Towns. Here's Anunoby. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Anunoby's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Spurs trail by 8. And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. For the Knicks, Mitchell Robinson comes in for Towns. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Josh Hart. Barnes, who's checked in for San Antonio. Harper comes in for Stephon Castle. Here's Champagnie. Still scoreless. Fox. The shot's good.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
And Greg with Stephon Castle winning the 2025 Rookie of the Year award. The Spurs went back-to-back in that category.
Yeah, of course, Victor Wembanyama winning that same award in 24. Just more confirmation that these Spurs are building something special.
So it's the Spurs now after OG Anunoby made that last 3-pointer. Pass to Wembanyama. Here's Fox. Shot clock at 6. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
Robinson finds Anunoby.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
And Wembanyama gets it to go. New York with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Robinson passes to Clarkson. Fox against Brunson. 5 to shoot. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only one shot.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Clarkson against Harper. To the paint. Wembanyama passes to Harper. For 3. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Anunoby against Barnes. Pass to Champagnie. Outside Harper. Outside Fox. And a miss there on the triple. New York leading by 8. Robinson a screen on Harper. Inside. And Robinson gets it to go on the assist from Bridges.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Fox dishes to Harper. Wembanyama, a screen on Clarkson. Stolen by Robinson. Anunoby against Harper. Clarkson for 3. It's good from long range. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Knicks.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And another thing, guys, they've been very active tonight, frequently creating scoring opportunities off turnovers.
And so here is New York after the basket by San Antonio. Robinson up top, defended by Wembanyama. A shot by Clarkson, no good.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
A different look for New York. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for OG Anunoby. Landry Shamet comes in for Bridges. And it's Jose Alvarado in for Jalen Brunson. Spurs trail by 11. We've got 33 seconds left in the first quarter. And the basket by Castle.
A bigger guard, 6'6" Castle, can just overwhelm defenders. Impressive for his age.
Robinson a screen on Harper. Pass to Towns. Johnson down low. He's covered by Shamet. Barnes can't get it to go. Clarkson outside. Over Barnes. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for the Knicks. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. Right back after this break. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, we're not surprised by this. These guys work hard and they are physical.
On the court right now for the Spurs. In it forward, we'll get to see Johnson and Barnes. Harper is out there with Castle. And it's Cornette in at the center position.
Well, just look at the numbers for Towns. He's been amongst the league leaders in offensive rebounds a few times.
Here's Johnson after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Alvarado passes to Towns. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Keep getting him the ball. He's been a huge part of this offense.
The offensive skill set for Karl Anthony Towns, Greg is a 7-footer, is very special, to say the least.
The outstanding shooting, the post play, and he's worked on his defense. He may never be elite at that end, but he ignites an offense.
On the free throw, no good. And GA, you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning a championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations. So many great veterans to learn from and a Hall of Fame coach.
Here's the teardrop, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Towns.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
San Antonio making a switch here. Vassell's checked in. And so it's San Antonio with it, trailing by 13. Takes it inside.
Now that's how you finish with authority. Show them how it's done, young fella. Stephon Castle is a problem.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Left side, Towns. Over Barnes. That one off the back iron and out. Spurs trail by 11. Here's Harper. Pass to Castle. From outside the arc, Robinson pulls it in. New York leading by 11. Alvarado up top. He's guarded by Harper. Towns for three. Misses. Fourth time against 7 makes for this game. The kick out to Harper. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Vassell wide open. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Vassell's got it back down to within single digits for the Spurs. Pass to Shannon. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there. While we have a moment here, let's reveal the teams that have been holding opponents to the fewest points this month. The Knicks, 4th.
Well, you have to praise their defense over the last month. They've been working as a team to put almost constant pressure on opposing offenses. Just terrific stuff.
Spurs trail by 8. Vassell outside. Pass to Castle. Five on the clock. And another basket for San Antonio.
Castle has some of the best body control you'll see in this rookie class.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for New York. And San Antonio also making a switch. Fox is checked in. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. To the middle. And then Robinson slams it in.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Here's Fox. The Knicks making the shot. There's the pick. Baseline try. Here's Cornette. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
OG Anunoby's checked in for New York. Mikal Bridges comes in for Jordan Clarkson. And so here is New York. 6-point lead. Bridges outside. Back to Towns. Bangs home the trifecta. Towns has got 7 points here in this quarter.
Few bigs do it as well as Towns, stretching the floor with his efficiency from range.
Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Bridges against Castle. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Bridges. Castle misses.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
What a powerful dunk by Towns, showing the rim no mercy.
Closing out the season, Stan, it's a little bittersweet for the guys who have already said they're going to retire. We're going to miss them.
Yeah, it can lead to some emotional farewell games. And if the guy's a star, even the opposing fans may celebrate his career on that night.
Robinson with the block. And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thanks a lot, guys. Mikal Bridges is very comfortable with his mid-range and in-between game. He said when it comes to the basketball court, it's not just the rims and the threes. You have the rest of the court, too. Now, not everyone is effective with those middle-distance shots, but Mikal always has been. Back to you, Kevin.
Oh, yeah, he can knock them down. Thanks a lot, Allie. The Knicks leading by 8. Brunson scanning the floor. Trying to find Towns. Gets it to him. It's good. Towns has got 22.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Josh Hart, he's checked in for Robinson. Spurs also with the sub. Victor Wembanyama is checked in for Luke Cornette. Now Barnes. No scoring in this one. Wembanyama sets a screen for Vassell. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
There it is! Brunson with the deep shot.
And Brunson more than comfortable shooting the three, and boy, is he efficient when he lets it fly.
And here is Fox. He's coming off a 25-point game against Portland.
Well, and he was also
The height of Wembanyama on the lob. Wow!
The perfect lob partner. Wembanyama with elite hand-eye coordination.
Towns, the screen. Takes a step back. Here's Brunson. It's rebounded by De'Aaron Fox.
well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
The shot by Wembanyama, no good. Towns kicks to Bridges. Pass to Brunson. Bridges outside. Brunson outside. And another three for New York.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Spurs trail by 14. Barnes outside. Takes the three. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Towns has got his 6th rebound on the night. Brunson against Fox. Takes the 13-footer, and there's another one for the Knicks.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Fox passes to Wembanyama. Now Castle. Wembanyama, right side. The kick out to Fox. San Antonio again missing.
Yeah, those shots from him are certainly not helping their case.
Bridges finds Brunson. It's good. Brunson's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Well, this is shaping up to be a special night for him. Started out well and is only turning it up here in quarter 2.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And New York making a change here. Robinson's checked in. Harper, he's checked in for San Antonio. Fox looking it over. They need this. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
He seems to have just lost his touch. Only one for his first 5 here in the quarter.
The Spurs shooting their first free throw of the night.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
The free throw off from Fox. And Greg, everyone talks about the importance of basketball IQ. Can you win in the NBA with a low IQ team?
Boy, it would be tough. I mean, there's a reason younger teams typically don't win at the highest level. But you need to take those lumps and get that experience and learn from those lessons.
Barnes outside. Wembanyama down low. Robinson on him. Outside, Fox. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Fox has got 14 points for the game.
That is an assertive shot from Fox. Total trust in his jump shot. He's come a long way in that regard.
Back to Brunson. Good for the basket, number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Fox from outside, and again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Yeah, that's his second made 3 of the quarter, 3rd of the game so far.
Now, here's Bridges. He's coming off a 10-point game against Boston. Brunson outside. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Brunson's got 24.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Anunoby outside. Outside Robinson. Brunson outside. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
2 open that time, made it look too easy. Vassell's got 9 points in the quarter.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Back to Brunson. Shoots over Fox. And that one comes up a bit short. Last game for the Spurs, they picked up the W against the Trailblazers. Lets it go from deep. And Mikal Bridges pulls it down. The Knicks leading by 14. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And Bridges is a crafty player, knows how to draw whistles and get to that line.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And that 82% free throw percentage this season must have him feeling pretty good about himself at the line.
And that one falls for Bridges.
And a talented swingman. Bridges is someone to keep an eye on as he continues to round out his game.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Champagne's checked in, and Stephon Castle subbed in for Harper. Both free throws good from Bridges. We've got 28 seconds left in the first half. Vassell outside. The 3. Knicks with the rebound. Here's Anunoby. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Anunoby's got 12 in the game.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Castle. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got 5 assists tonight.
Well, you love assisted hoops. Good offense.
The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Knicks lead by 15. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Welcome, everybody. Let's get right to it. It's been nothing short of a tremendous challenge for the San Antonio Spurs.
It ain't rocket science. Go out and guard someone. Stop leaving your guys open.
Yeah, once those threes start to pile up, it becomes a tall mountain to climb. And who says it's not rocket science? And next up on the docket, a look at some upcoming games. The Hawks playing at State Farm Arena as they go up against the Cavaliers. Start time, 7 o'clock Eastern.
This is a game everyone had circled on their calendar, especially me, and it's finally happening.
I don't want to talk. Let's get going.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You know, Jalen Brunson has been exceptional here, guys. Wow.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling. He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. 15-point game. We've got Jalen Brunson. OG Anunoby is out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Bridges, and it's Towns in at center. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Shot clock at 5. Here's Brunson. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Oh, gritty make by Brunson. That guy plays way bigger than his size.
Second round pick back in 2018. Stardom wasn't expected for Jalen Brunson, but he's always been a winner.
You look at his physical attributes, nothing jumps out at you, but it's all between the ears with him. The skill, the footwork, the vision, that's what makes him elite.
Here's Vassell. Outside, Fox. Floats it up for Wembanyama. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
Bridges passes to Brunson. 6 to shoot. Back to Bridges. Latrey. Rebound San Antonio. Pass to Champagnie. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
San Antonio shooting their second free throw attempt on the night. The Knicks leading by 13. Brunson with it. He has 30. Anunoby outside. The shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Brunson's got 6 assists in the game.
You have to stay connected to Anunoby out on the perimeter. Can't give him any daylight.
Outside, Fox. Pass to Castle. Lock at 6. Wembanyama, a screen on Bridges. Puts it up. The kick out to Fox. They shoot again. Wembanyama, too easy for the big man.
Listen, it's a team sport, but without him, this deficit would be a lot bigger.
Brunson outside. Count it, good. Brunson's got 5 points in the quarter.
And making 3 of their first 4 shots in this half is a strong start. Now it's about growing that momentum.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline.
A moment here to see the numbers for Jalen Brunson. And his playmaking ability, unquestioned, one of the top 15 assist men in our league.
And you noted it, his points per game average is unreal right now. He's literally propping up the team's offense, scoring whenever they need him to. Knicks on defense. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Wembanyama passes to Champagnie. Back to Wembanyama. 5 on the clock. Over Towns. And Wembanyama gets it to go. Wembanyama's got 16 points.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks, guys. Spurs talent evaluators first laid eyes on Victor Wembanyama when he was 15 years old, playing on a youth team in France. At that point, the franchise was enjoying its 22nd straight winning season, but the opportunity to just maybe draft a prospect like Wemby gave them the impetus to rebuild. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report.
Look, if I'm one of his teammates, I just keep getting him the ball. He has been lights out.
Anunoby outside, trying to find Brunson, gets it to him. muscling it in. Brunson.
His scoring is a big reason why they're up right now. Let's see if they can close it out.
Pass to Castle. Here's Champagny. They get it back. Wembanyama. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Knowing his team needs a lift, he's putting them on his back.
You know, Stan, you look at Wembanyama's frame. Does he need to get any stronger? Put on more muscle, more bulk?
Well, Kevin, of course he could use to improve on his strength, but he's strong enough right now to be one of the best players in the league. We've seen that, but as he gets older, a lot of that strength's just going to come naturally. The scary thing is, for coaches and players around the league, not on his team, this guy's just going to keep getting better.
And with all the talk about load management, coach, and player participation, what about getting rid of players fouling out?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of getting rid of players fouling out. I do like the idea, and I think Scott Skiles was the one who brought it up, Kevin, of taking like the offensive fouls and just having that be a turnover, like the illegal screen or a charge, and not charge that as a personal foul, where honestly you end up being punished double.
Brunson up top, guarded by Fox.
Come to me, come to me.
Fox against Brunson. Shoots over Fox. And it's Brunson missing. Spurs trail by 12. Champagny passes to Fox. Here's Wembanyama. Back to Fox. It's Vassell on the wing. He's got 11. New York has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Towns sets the pick for Brunson. A three-pointer is right on target. Brunson's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
And he was hot from 3 to start this game. That's his first since halftime.
And here's Vassell from the arc. It's good. With that basket, he's now 5 for 9.
What a response from Vassell, coming right back with the 3 of his own.
Here's Brunson. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. Down by 12. On the wing, Bridges. Fires for 3. Good, and the assist goes to Town. Bridges has got 5 now. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Knicks.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And another thing, guys, they dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
On the wing, Anunoby. Covered by Vassell. Here's Towns. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Yeah, such a strong player. Even the foul can't throw Towns off completely.
The Knicks shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Vassell. And that one misses.
Well, when your big can contribute from the line like Towns, you gotta like your chances.
Down low, here's Wembanyama. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Outside, Towns. Back to Brunson. And the shot is good. Brunson's got 12 points here in the second half.
And man, can Brunson get going in a hurry? He's got his fingerprints all over this one.
Outside, Fox. Wembanyama, a screen on Hart. To the inside, Towns with the steal. Pass to Anunoby. Now Brunson, guarded by Fox, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And there is a lot to like about Jalen Brunson's game. He pays attention to the details.
And this will be his second and third shots at the line here.
And that 84% free throw percentage is a testament to all the hard work he's put in on the line.
First free throw is good.
Well, when you watch Jalen Brunson, he's such a difficult matchup. Lefty, quick, and a bit on the smaller size, but he's got great leverage, and he gives opposing defenses fits.
San Antonio making a switch here. Harper's checked in, and both free throws good for Brunson. Spurs trail by 19. Outside Harper. Pass to Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
Hart outside. Back to Brunson. Anunoby kicks to Hart. Over Barnes. Hart, no good. San Antonio's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Pass to Champagnie. Wembanyama against Towns. Now Castle. 9 points in the game so far. From outside, off the mark.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Towns for 3. Hits the three-point bomb. Towns has got 29.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
And Wembanyama outside. Pass to Castle. Back to Wembanyama. Plays it up off the glass. Wembanyama has got 18 points just in the second half.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. And San Antonio with the change here too. Johnson's checked in. And so it's New York with it. Alvarado with it. Still scoreless. Robinson a screen on Harper. Shot clock at 6. To the paint. Robinson down low. Defended by Wembanyama. Robinson misses. Castle finds Barnes. 2 points. That one goes. Barnes has got his second bucket tonight.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Down low. That's tipped. Harper with the steal. Here's the fast break. Wembanyama leading the way.
And there's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set, and you can get some easy baskets here.
Here's Alvarado. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
We've got 1:28 left to play in the third. Right side Harper. Shoots over Alvarado. But on that shot, with that, the Knicks lead is cut down now to just 12 points with the basket from Harper. Robinson sets a screen for Clarkson. Nailed from three-point land. Clarkson's got 6.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
And he banks in the layup. 8 points for him.
Well, this is Clarkson's role. He looks to score in a multitude of ways.
Pass to Johnson. Here's Wembanyama. Guarded by Robinson. Wembanyama passes to Johnson.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
And it's Alvarado missing. Spurs trail by 15. Here's Castle. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
They say the vertical is where Castle lacks a bit. Show me where it lacked there.
And here's Clarkson. From deep. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's New York. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammates.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the court right now for the Spurs, Vassell pairs with Barnes to make up the forward pair. Harper is out there with De'Aaron Fox. And it's Cornette in at the center, locking down the middle. And the basket by Vassell.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
The Knicks leading by 11. Towns a screen on Harper. Here's Clarkson. Here's Alvarado. Drills it from outside. Alvarado's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. The Spurs shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%. Pass to Vassell. Barnes down low. Towns on him. Barnes passes to Cornette. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Clarkson outside. Here's Alvarado. And another three from New York.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Fox. It's rebounded by New York. Towns has got 8 rebounds in this game. Now, here's Clarkson. Towns up top for the 3. And it's Shamet missing.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Out to the right wing. Harper kicks to Cornette. Vassell outside. Good on the three-point shot. Vassell's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, this is Vassell's game. He can do that all day.
Here's Clarkson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Harper. Throw good, Clarkson.
And done a much better job from the line this half. They've gotten that percentage up over 80 for the game.
Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for the Knicks. Olynyk, he's checked in for San Antonio. And so he's able to get one of two.
Well, what you love about Jordan Clarkson, it doesn't matter if he's starting or coming off the bench, he provides a real scoring punch.
Brunson, that's a two-pointer. New York missing again. Spurs trail by 13. Fox dishes to Harper. And Harper slams it in.
Such an unselfish player. Fox with the assist. De'Aaron is someone teammates love having on their side.
Brunson outside. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Oh, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
Jose Alvarado, he's checked in for Landry Shamet. Then for the Spurs, Champagne's checked in, and Keldon Johnson subbed in for Fox. That one falls for Brunson.
And just a better job of getting to the line here in the second half. Didn't get there once in the first.
Pass to Cornette. Back to Harper. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. The three from Johnson. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Well, that's only his first turnover of the game, but you know he'd like to have that one back.
So for the Knicks, OG Anunoby's checked in for Robinson, and Mikal Bridges subbed in for Jose Alvarado. Outside Harper. Driving in. Johnson outside. Puts up a three. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Brunson, the bounce pass. Clarkson for three. The shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Brunson's got assist number 7 for him tonight. Spurs trail by 17. Now Harper, pass to Cornette. Now Vassell shoots over Bridges. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Clarkson on the wing, covered by Vassell. Drains it from beyond the arc. Brunson's got 47 points.
Look, in that first half, he was hot from beyond the arc. And that's now his second in this half.
And it's Cornette, top of the key. Will stand one expression you hear, foul baiting. Players using sneaky tricks to draw a foul.
Yeah, look, Kevin, I'm not a huge fan of that, of guys developing that as a skill. But I will say this. It only works against undisciplined defense. If defense has the discipline to stay solid and fundamental, then you're not going to get baited into those things. And a lot of times, those foul baiters end up taking bad shots.
Here's Brunson. And it's Harper with the rebound. Spurs trail by 17. And there's the drive. The three from Johnson. And the Spurs another three.
Well, he's assertive from all over the arc. Johnson will take those shots.
Pass to Brunson. Fires it up. And there are the Knicks with another bucket.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Here's Vassell. Score the basket, his 8th. 8 for 13 from the floor.
Well, offensively, Vassell is just relentless right now, and that energy is such a lift for his whole team.
Anunoby outside. Bridges outside. Towns a screen on Vassell. Bridges shot. Good.
And from long range, Bridges getting more and more comfortable taking and making his share of threes.
Harper the pass to Cornette. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Hart, he's checked in for New York. San Antonio also making some changes. Victor Wembanyama is checked in for Luke Cornette. And Stephon Castle subbed in for Vassell. And Mike Brown decides to call timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. And now it's time for our presentation of the player of the game, Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
And with their spot in the postseason assured, he's picking up just at the right time to be on top of his game. Outside, Towns. Hart finds Brunson. Yet another bucket that gives him 51.
Making it look easy. Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
To the middle. The kick out to Fox. 5 to shoot. Buries it from three-point range. Fox has got 20 points.
Well, that's his 4th triple for the game now. Just his 1st in the second half.
Anunoby outside. Fox against Brunson. Pass to Hart. Anunoby in the corner. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Spurs trail by 16. Vassell outside. Now, here's Fox. Brunson covering. Here's Castle. No good on the triple.
Well, so far in the second half, he hasn't been able to get another 3 to fall.
Hart, that's good.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
San Antonio's gone 4-7 with the long ball here in the 4th quarter. Wembanyama, a screen on Brunson. It's Fox with the drive. Here's Champagnie, just 5 on the clock. Here's Vassell, lets it go from the baseline and nails it. Vassell's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, and that mid-range shot is really Vassell's primary weapon.
Here's Towns. And there's the dunk.
Well, their schemes have been effective, and he's been a significant part of their focus.
Spurs trail by 18. Outside, Fox. Driving the lane, he answers with a dunk of his own.
Whoa, Fox, what a finish.
Brunson with it. Anunoby outside. Here we've got Brunson. Puts it up from 12. Wembanyama reels it in. Now Fox. Now Vassell. Three. Good.
Well, Vassell has the range to create a lot of trouble at the arc.
They led the game at 1 point by 20. There's a minute 47 left in the fourth quarter, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
And here is Fox. Wembanyama sets a screen for Fox. Buries the deep ball.
What a great performance from Fox. Scoring well, shouldering the offensive load.
Anunoby outside. Now Brunson. And again unable to change the momentum here. Vassell against Anunoby. Outside Fox. Off target from outside.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for New York.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching any lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And in what's been a solid season, to say the least, tonight's game will push their win total now up to 53.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Jalen Brunson.
Well, just a fantastic job of distributing the ball. When you're able to see the floor like that and take advantage of what the defense gives you, it's huge.
And it's just competing, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Allie LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. And now we present the player of the game, Jalen Brunson.